man right there.
If you're gonna do that, I'm gonna say you're inconsistent and irresponsible and reckless, and that's what has led to this meeting. No, that's a statement. I asked you, I just said, if you're gonna change the meeting format again over and over, you're irresponsible and reckless.
Amen.
God bless America.
Resign.
Name and address.
Name and address.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Paul Reyes. I'm an independent journalist and constitutional activist. I came here today to speak directly to Mayor Sam Joshi. I see the mayor isn't here tonight, which is unfortunate. You think the so-called leader of the township would be here, but I guess he is hiding in shame. No worries though, I'll be sure to send the link to this video so you can take a look. I'm sure he'll take a look at it. So I was gonna say some other things, I'll get to that. Your apology was really weak. You know, it wasn't a misunderstanding. You got called out by the mainstream media for violating the First Amendment, for being unpatriotic, from trying to control people. This has nothing to do with decorum. You see all these people here today with their flags? Decorum has not been interrupted in any single way. You wanted to control, all of you want to control, most of you wanted to control what we the people do while we're standing at the podium. Because it's about control, it's about power. Nothing to do with a misunderstanding, props, or anything else. What if I had a Bible in my hand? What if I had a cross in my hand? Are those banned as well? And I think the lawyer made a great point about it being viewpoint, it's not viewpoint neutral. So we'll let the courts decide with that. But again, I thought your apology was lackluster to say the least. So I will say that hold on one second. During my years of activism, I've seen a lot of tyranny and corruption, but to ban the US flag and Constitution is something I've never seen or heard of before. This is why I decided to come here tonight from Long Island, New York, and show my big, beautiful American flag. And I was told by somebody in the media that you didn't ban the flag, you just banned the waving of the flag. So I'll do that too. Just in case. But you definitely walked everything back. I want to read, I will not back down, I will not be intimidated. Now that this story has got national media coverage, I am told that you will not be doing damage control. You will be doing damage control about the waving of the flag. So, if you're going to arrest anybody for having a flag, do it to me. I have good lawyers, and you can check my track record when it comes to dealing with tyrants. Long Island on it on YouTube. Check it out. So what's going on here in Edison is completely pathetic and tyrannical. It makes complete sense though, seeing as your mayor, Sam Joshi, has been accused of pay-to-play corruption and sexual assault, which all of you have been made aware of, and have done nothing about. My friend and fellow activist, Leroy Truth, is going to go into specifics on the sexual assault allegations as he interviewed the victim of the mayor. I just want to read one of the mayor's classmates, what one of the mayor's classmates wrote about it. I went to J.P. Stevens High School with Sam Joshi. And I remember when we were seniors, I saw him do some sexual predator behavior, things at a party we are at. Not rape, but early signs. Making girls uncomfortable. He always struck me as an opportunist and someone with no morals. He just tries to get what he wants. Sadly, that kind of megalomaniac mentality can get a person into office, as I'm sure most of you know. As mayor, apparently. Thank you, Leroy and Councilman Brusher, for shedding light on this and helping speak for this victim and hopefully serve some justice. This is about more than just, This is about more than banning the flag and Constitution. That's how it started and what got the national media attention. But when independent journalism started to look closer, we found so much more. This is about ousting Mayor Sam Joshi, who is tyrannical, corrupt, and by all accounts a sexual deviant, which is why I will be supporting Councilman Richard Brusher for mayor. I have spoken to the councilman and he has assured me that he will bring about positive change here at Edison. I look forward to him winning the election and evicting Sam Joshi. United, we the people are strong and will take back our government. Thank you for your time. Lackluster apology, do better. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Next is Leroy Truth.
Hello, everyone.
Name and address, please.
I'm Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations, and I encourage you to all subscribe to my channel, Leroy Truth Investigations, on YouTube and Facebook. Now, first of all, we're here because of this man right here, and Cristo. He's been relentlessly speaking truth to corruption. So I want to acknowledge you. And that's why I'm here, that's why Long Island Audit is here, and that's why everyone is here. Thank you for what you do. Jersey Watcher on YouTube.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Yeah. Now, the flag is the least of your worries. Rape! Rape is the most vile thing a man can do to a woman. I am here because a woman came forward to me. She came forward to me and she had a story. I'm going to read you her story. I interviewed her yesterday along with the extraordinary Richard Drescher, councilman here, who I'm also supporting for mayor. This story is vile. And Sam Joshi, who is the coward as always, he doesn't come to these meetings, he is accused of anally raping a woman. He can't be in office for 1 second more, yet none of you, except Richard Drescher, has done an investigation as to what went on. The story. As a sexual assault survivor myself, I understand the incredible courage it takes to speak out. For 4 years, starting at the age of 7, I was sexually assaulted by a Catholic priest. And it took me 33 years to get justice. So I know what this woman went through. This vile story begins during the COVID-19 lockdowns. A man in his mid-30s, the mayor of Edison, New Jersey, befriended a woman through Facebook who was 25 years his senior, old enough to be his mother. That man is called Mayor Sam Joshi. Let's call him Mayor Sam. Over time, the conversations grew more frequent on Facebook, and he earned her trust. One day, Mayor Sam, during the middle of the pandemic, in the midst of the severe lockdowns, broke the law and invited the woman to his home. She declined, reminding him of the lockdowns and his responsibility as mayor to enforce them. He insisted, "It's okay, I'm the mayor." But she stood her ground. Months later, he invited her again. By this point, she believed him to be a friend and had heard from others in Edison that he was gay. Which is all good. Feeling no threat, she decided to accept his invitation into his home. When she arrived at his gated community condominium, Mayor Sam began making drinks for her. Different concoctions, one after another. Some tasted off. She didn't think much of it at first, but after several drinks, she began to feel extraordinarily ill. She started vomiting uncontrollably. "Please don't let me die," she begged Mayor Sam Joshi. She was that ill. She was terrified. But instead of calling 911 or taking her to the emergency room, Mayor Sam Joshi did the unthinkable. As this woman lay on a bed trying to stop the room from spinning and from vomiting continuously, he raped her, according to this woman. He anally penetrated her aggressively. This is your mayor that you love to take photo ops with and support. He anally penetrated her aggressively, she said, without her consent and with no regard for her or her condition. It was cold, calculated, and utterly violating. What kind of man does this, she thought? What kind of man rapes a woman who is vomiting so violently she thinks she might die? But Governor Murphy loves Mayor Sam Joshi as well. After the assault, she expected him to show remorse, to apologize, but he did not. Determined to seek justice, she filed a police report. But instead of action, she faced a system designed to protect the powerful. And I'm ashamed of all the women on here who should absolutely have been protecting her, the men wouldn't. The Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office did nothing. New Jersey Attorney General Matt Platkin did nothing. Edison council members, except for Richard Drescher, did nothing. The cover-up had begun. This woman was victimized all over again by a system that should have fought for her. That's when she found me, Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations. She shared her story, and I had the honor of interviewing her on my YouTube channel. I stand with her now, demanding justice and accountability for this horrendous crime. And I hope each one of you will do the same going forth from this meeting tonight. To the people of Edison, New Jersey and beyond, this woman's story demands action. Mayor Sam Joshi must be held accountable and must be investigated immediately upon the conclusion of this meeting. Anally raping a woman who is incapacitated, vomiting, and begging for her life and for help isn't just criminal, it's the behavior of a sexual predator. I look forward to hearing of Mayor Sam Joshi's indictment very soon. Do the right thing for this woman, and for all women who have been raped and sexually assaulted throughout the United States and the entire world. We must protect women and hold those who violate them accountable for the full extent of the law, period. And I so look forward to each of you now doing the right thing. You did the wrong thing, but now's the time to do the right thing. Support this woman. Have an immediate investigation into the actions and the allegations against Mayor Sam Joshi. Thank you.
God bless you, Leroy.
We gather here today not just for the flag
Name and
banner.
address, please start.
No, thank you. We gather here today not just for the flag banner. It's bigger than that. This is a direct attempt to silence one person, Christo Macropolis. For years, I've watched Christo endure relentless bullying from the Edison Council and Edison Police. Enough is enough. The flag ban is just the tip of the iceberg, a symptom of a larger calculated effort to suppress his opposition. Cutting the speaking time from 6 minutes to 4 minutes isn't about improving efficiency. It's about stopping Christo from exposing all the corruption in Edison. Why else would they target him? This is not only about Christo, but every citizen's right to free speech. When you suppress one's voice, you threaten us all. Edison Council has repeatedly violated our constitutional rights, expelling people from meetings, expressing their opinions that they don't like. This is undemocratic and an abuse of power. Let's be clear. This scandal is more than just about the flag. It's about attacking aspects of the First Amendment. The council has banned props to justify suppressing Christo's use of symbolic tools for his protests. But just because they had to ban everything, they got caught up in their actions, which included a flag, a national symbolic unity of freedom. I demand the Attorney General investigate the Chief of Police and Council President Nish Patel for directing officers to enforce unconstitutional policies, and I demand charges against Christo be dropped immediately. These charges are political tools to silence him. This council has shown time and time again that there is no respect for the Constitution or the people it serves. I encourage you to go to Christo's channel, Jersey Watcher, to witness the corruption at these meetings and the disgraceful interactions with the Edison police. He has truly been treated like garbage by the authorities in this town. He has been kicked out of meetings, arrested, assaulted by Edison police, shown nothing but disrespect, and I'm tired of it. You really treat him differently, and it shows. We will be here every meeting until this clown show stops. When you visit his channel, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
It took Joe Bassoff getting kicked out of the meeting, and Russ Alzarello, Ted Cruz saying, Russ Alzarello making the news, Ted Cruz saying it's a disgrace, and the new board czar John Holman saying this is un-American, to expose what this town truly is, the laughingstock of America. To the council members who voted for this ordinance, you are unfit for office, and I demand your resignation. I also demand that the Bar Association investigate Mike Burns and Assembly President Craig Coughlin's law firm. Mayor Sam Joshi's alleged misconduct must also be investigated to ensure accountability at every level. The Edison Council has violated Christo's rights for years, and now they're trying to take away your rights too. You cannot put the blame on Christo for simply exercising his free speech. This is his right, and it's granted to all Americans by the First Amendment. Christo has been persecuted for speaking out, but his actions are a direct reflection of the freedoms we are supposed to enjoy in this country. This is not just about Christo, but it's about the fundamental rights that protect us from oppression. When you silence him, they attempt to silence us all. We stand here today, we make it clear, we will not be silenced, we will not be intimidated, we will continue to speak out against corruption and fight for the injustice and transparency this town deserves. We are the people.
God bless you.
Am I recognized?
Name and address, please.
You don't have to give it, but I'm going to give it in case Fox News broadcasts this and they need to contact me, or any news agency needs to contact me. Next time, you're not getting it. Crystal Acropolis, Edison, New Jersey, South Edison, New Jersey. Am I recognized yet?
You're recognized.
Okay. It's okay? How hard was that? How hard was that? Today I stand before you to address a grave injustice that has persisted for years in our community. This is just about one individual, me, and the fundamental rights that are being trampled upon by those in power. We are here to discuss the ongoing violations of First Amendment and the Open Public Meetings Act, and the deeply troubling allegations against Mayor Sam Joshi. First, let's talk about the First Amendment violations. The First Amendment of the United States Constitution guarantees the right to free speech, the right to assemble, and the right to petition government for redress of grievances. These are not just words on paper, they're the bedrock of our democracy. Yet in Edison, New Jersey, these rights have been systematically violated. I fear after the spotlight is off of me, the council will try to go after my speech again. I hope those of you who are here continue to keep an eye on Edison. I hope fire or the ACLU steps up and takes on my cases of being expelled from meetings for exercising my rights. I have been thrown out of meetings for wearing a mask or using words they did not approve of. I am a dedicated civil rights activist and investigative journalist, and have been at the forefront of this battle for years. I have faced relentless opposition from the Township of Edison. The Township's ordinance banning props, including the American flag and Constitution during public meetings, is a blatant violation of the First Amendment. This ordinance was designed to silence dissent and stifle my free speech, nobody else's. But you ended up going after everybody just to prove you're not discriminating on me. It is an affront to the very principle upon which our nation was founded. The Open Public Meetings Act, also known as the Sunshine Law, mandates that public bodies, public meetings be open to the public, ensuring transparency and accountability in government. However, the Township of Edison has repeatedly violated this law. Despite warnings from citizens like Steve Ronco, Patrick Duff, Mike Benzilios, and Edward Grimes, the Township has continued to enforce this unconstitutional ordinance. These individuals have been removed from meetings and had their speaking time forfeited, simply for exercising their First Amendment rights. This is not just a violation of their rights, it is a violation of the rights of every citizen of America, and is a criminal charge, Section 2C-30-6, crime of official deprivation of civil rights. And I'm going to charge you for that this week. Now let's turn to the deeply troubling allegations against Mayor Sam Joshi. Multiple women have come forward with allegations of date rape against Mayor Joshi on YouTube. Leroy Truth and Councilman Brescher interviewed a victim of the mayor's. These allegations are serious and demand a thorough and impartial investigation. It is imperative that we hold our elected officials to the highest standards of conduct. The safety and well-being of our community depend on it. The allegations against Mayor Joshi are not just about individual misconduct, but the abuse of power when those in positions of authority use their power to harm others. It is a betrayal of the public trust. We must stand together and demand accountability. We must ensure that justice is served and that the rights of all individuals are protected. This ordinance goes above and beyond banning the flag. It bans all speech and freedom of expression. They had to do all or nothing and got caught up in a nationwide scandal. How did that work out for you? I demand the resignation of all those who voted yes to this ordinance. I demand Burns, Raynaud, and Coughlin be investigated. I demand all my criminal charges that were filed for political reasons be dismissed. Here's one of the people investigated me for using a social media account when I was supposed to be restricted by the judge, and ended up catching somebody impersonating me. We use the township resources in this town to see if I'm sending messages to the mayor asking him if he's banging this woman or banging that woman. Absolutely sick. The truth is going to come out. God bless America. Who forced you to apologize? I guarantee the police and the council forced you to apologize. You don't.
Management have to come in.
This guy, he doesn't mean none of his apology. As soon as all you guys leave here, okay, in 1 month, in 2 months, they're gonna do it all over again. And the chief is gonna allow it, Dudash is gonna allow it. The cops are gonna play like they're stupid, like they don't know they're doing something wrong, and then they're gonna say, oh, we're just following orders. The Nuremberg defense. How well did that work out for the Nazis? Just following orders. The fact that we don't give these officers the flexibility to decide, I'm not going to remove someone with a flag, there's a danger. Do they feel like they're in danger of breaking their chain of command? That needs to be investigated. Are they in fear that they're going to be retaliated for doing their job? Is that what's going on here? God bless America. I want everybody to know this, that the only reason they're apologizing is because the whole world got caught. They're not sorry. They want to continue violating my rights again as soon as everybody leaves from here. In fact, because they went national, if anything happens to me, if I get killed or something, just know I'll never Jeffrey Epstein myself. It was these people that did it. It was these people that did it.
Woo!